Hello, I have returned, and this is my post work daily review, including the diet update. I punched out at around 11 35, I believe, and now I'm here at 12:07. So let's get started. So I weighed myself, and I've got some great news. I am now 168.8, which is really, really good. I wasn't expecting to hit the 60s and so soon, and I don't mean age, but sorry, excuse me. That's very nice. Well, what did I eat? In the morning, I had a omelet with bacon, cheese, egg, and coffee, along with some like sauteed onions, I believe. Then, after that, I had some high key keto cookies, the 4 ginger ones and 9 regular cookie flavored ones. I actually heated them up in the air fryer at 350 degrees for 3 minutes to see if that would change them at all. And I've got to say, it worked. They actually tasted decent. I was very surprised by the results because when I make these keto or when I have these keto snacks that I didn't really like, and I just do a few tweaks and I get better results, it is pretty interesting. I actually did it from experience. I remember when I was younger, I would make keto cookies, and I noticed they tasted their best when they were fresh out of the oven, but they had at least like a good minute to cool. That's when keto cookies were pretty good. If they were left out for too long, then the erythritol would harden and they would become gross, which is not what I want. The weird thing though was when I took them out of the air fryer, they had a weird soft texture to them. Very bizarre. Alright, anyways, my sister tried the ginger ones and she said they're missing something. So she got some whipped cream and put them on the cookies. And yeah, it's pretty good. Really, really enjoyed that actually. It was very nice. Well, after eating that, I remember I had, what did I have after that? I think that might have been, 3 cups of coffee, a shot of olive oil, because I was watching a video that's saying that your metabolism goes into overdrive when it has some olive oil in it. I think that's it. Well, for lunch, which was really just dinner, I had frozen, reheated vegetables that were sauteed with chicken from frozen to heated, all of it on a pan by my sister. It was good except for one broccoli, which still was kind of frozen, which wasn't great, but everything else was fine. She was doing it in a hurry because I was on a time limit because I needed to be back at work very soon. I had the rest of my moon cheese balls, so those were pretty good. And anything else? Oh yeah, I had some cottage cheese. The cottage cheese actually really hit the spot. Like when I first had cottage cheese, I thought it was kind of gross, but now that I've like eaten it again, the full fat one with the small curds, I don't know, I just tasted really good to me. It tasted like mozzarella cheese soup, if that makes any sense, but like a cold cheese soup. And it helped out because I was really hungry and it really helped fill me up. So I give it a thumbs up. Now, moving on, what else did I eat? Cottage cheese, moon cheese balls, vegetables, chicken. Oh yeah, and the some Quest protein chips as well. And an A&W Zero Sugar. One after dinner and one after I got home. I even have the proof. And that's pretty much what I've eaten today. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see how the progress goes tomorrow. I'm going to take my vitamins and brush my teeth, go to sleep very soon. But before we do that, let's get in with the daily update. Now, what do I remember exactly? I remember that our family friend wanted to get a coffee, so she wanted me to move out from behind her. So I did that, very tiredly, I would say. And afterwards, I tried to go back to sleep, but I needed to use the restroom, and then my mom needed some help with breakfast, so I helped out with that. Wait a minute. No, I think I might be confusing another day with another day. But anyways, when I walked out of my room after going back to sleep, the breakfast was already ready. That's what really happened. Yeah. Had that. It was really good. It was like a nice omelet. And then my mom needed to go to work, and my sister left for a job interview, and our family friend went on her computer, and I decided to go on my PlayStation 5 and play some System Shock Remake. Because it'd been a while since I touched that game, and I found it very intriguing when I last played it, so I thought, why not play it again and see what I missed? It's pretty good. I really like it. It's very explorative. It doesn't hold your hand. It wants you to figure things out without spelling everything out for you. And it really forces you to memorize the environment and locations that you're traversing through in order to understand where to go and what to do. It's a really compelling and really interesting game. One of the reasons why I got it was because the people who developed that game also developed the BioShock games later down the line, which had a completely different atmosphere. Like, System Shock was more sci-fi, cyberpunk, and BioShock was more like steampunk, like Victorian, olden time, like fantasy, which is a pretty interesting change of pace, I would say. Completely different vibes, but similar interesting gameplay loops, which basically is explore your environment, collect the things you need to progress the story, and fight back against creepy crawlies and weirdos. And it's so far pretty good. I could totally see the Bioshock DNA in System Shock for sure. Well, after playing that for a while, I decided to watch a YouTube video about a guy describing how to set your metabolism on fire so you can burn fat a whole lot faster. And he laid out some good points that I found really interesting. One of the points was drinking some olive oil before eating a meal. Apparently preps your body for fast digestion. So I tried that out. I guess we'll find out in the morning tomorrow, huh? Well, after I got bored watching that, I went back to playing some more System Shock before I got eventually bored of that. And then I closed the game and I decided to go into the kitchen, reheat some keto cookies in the air fryer to see if I could salvage them because they were pretty chemical before, but I hope that doing what I did would improve them, and lo and behold, I think it did. These cookies definitely were improved when they were warmed up. And I even asked my sister what she thought, and she had the idea of putting the whipped cream on, so pretty good. Very good idea. I approve. Then afterwards, I went into my room and I was updating a lot of different programs that I wanted to use for my future videos, specifically my future Brain Jam videos. One was NVIDIA Broadcast, which has active background removal. So I had to update that. Then I had to update OBS, the app that uses NVIDIA Broadcast. So I updated that. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. So afterwards, I finally started working on my Brain Jam Extra video that I've been chipping away at for like well over a month at this point. And the final stretch is just finding like background music to put in to keep it more interesting. And it's really hard because trying to find royalty-free music instead of using like recognizable music is a tough act because you don't want to just throw willy-nilly anything and be like, oh, there you go. Like, at least to me, like, you want something that sounds like something you'd approve of and you'd be happy to put back there. And yeah, listening to a lot of the royalty-free audio that comes with Adobe Premiere, it's been an experience for sure. Like, most of the music is, of course, very diegetic. It's very, like, background. It's trying not to call too much attention to itself, but at the same time, it does have sort of a generic-ish sound to it. So yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to find what I want. Luckily, though, I do have tomorrow off, so I'll be able to work on that. Well, anyways, after that, I realized it was time to go to work. Well, not quite yet. I decided to do some breathing exercises before heading off to work, and then I got dressed and left for work. Now, when I left, I said goodbye to our family friend and my sister, and I drove off to work. And, yeah. I remember I was listening to the Drive soundtrack, the opening song, because I really like that song. It sounds really good. Really kick butt music. At work, it was a fine day. The first hour was spent doing a lot, and the next 3 hours was spent doing front end work, where I mostly spent my time just bagging and doing takeout delivery for customers who ordered online. That's pretty much it, and that's really all I could say. I can't think of any interesting interactions. I think I remember reading a dad joke one time on a dude's shirt saying I like that, and I remember it said something like, what did the father say when his boy asked, "Dad, what happens during a solar eclipse? Can you tell me what happens during a solar eclipse?" And then the dad says, "No sun." Get it? Because there's no sun because it's covered by the moon. Yeah, dumb humor, but I thought it was funny. Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I can remember. Everything else is a blur. I punched out. I drove home. I got a smorgasbord of different eats, starting with the cottage cheese, then the moon cheese, then what my sister made, which was sauteed vegetables with chicken that was pre-grilled and then frozen and then reheated again, and then some Quest chips with A&W, which was pretty good. Well, afterwards I left back, and yeah, the last hour was pretty crazy. It was me and another guy closing, and it was, yeah, a lot of work, very busy, lots to do, but we did it. And I actually was kept in overtime to help the deli department throw out their trash. So, hey, helped out and made a little extra cash on the side. Nothing to complain about there. Pretty good. Yeah. After I was done, I said goodbye to my boss. I left for home. And then I drank a root beer, while letting my sister know what happened during overtime. And then I said I was going to make my update video. And then I went in my room and turned on the record button, and here we are. Well, thank you for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, and take care.